I'm ready for my next guest when you guys are ready to bring up. Also, I have Kimberly Padro, with PDS. She's an amazing sponsor. She's been part of our group for a long time. And now we're going to switch gears to something dentists love, right? They don't like talking about all this businessy stuff, Kimberly. You sell CBCTs, technology, stuff that helps people with teeth. Tell us a little bit about your company.
Professional dental services.
Yeah.
Yes, I sell cone beam throughout the United States, along with the DECA CO2 laser. I love helping doctors and providing them with some additional ROI in their practice.
Love that. And you've helped us support so much great CE from the Lou Grahams and the Jeff Horowitz on how people do this. The CBCT, how common is that becoming? Are more and more units getting into general practices? Tell us about these trends.
100%. It's just going to start to be the standard of care, definitely. I have seen, however, some dentists, when they are transitioning from 2D to 3D, it is difficult.
Yeah.
What I like and how I support doctors with that is I add on some additional training. So I offer 8 hours of 8 CE modules, 1 hour each, along with some private sessions with a radiologist.
Oh, awesome. Because that's what that's the question. Once you get this. Now, I want to ask you, I like to talk about brands. So I buy New Balance sneakers. Okay. I thought they're pretty cool. Josh Scott told me to get them. Cool for a dad. And I love New Balance, right? It doesn't mean that Nike sneakers do not work. It does not mean that Reebok sneakers stink, but I am proud to be a New Balance user. Maybe they want to sponsor the group one time. I don't know. See if you want that, Nacho team. But tell us about your brand, why you chose this brand in a proud way. Because I love to share the why, you chose this specific CT to sell.
It's funny because I get asked to sell other brands all the time, and I just kind of compare the value and what is going to be best for dentists long term. First thing I like is the image quality. Only one on the market that has a 0.3 focal spot.
What's the name of the machine that you sell?
Prexion. So if you're looking at, thanks for asking that. If you're looking at endo, you definitely want a sharper, clearer image. This gives it to you. It includes a 10 full year parts warranty. So for 10 years, if there's any issues with your unit, it's covered.
Awesome. Dentists like that.
There are no viewer cards that are needed. So I didn't mean to interrupt you. Sorry.
Well, I say dentist security with long-term, protection plans. We'll put it that way. That's great.
Great fields of view, 100% support. So if you've trained your staff, 6 months, 9 months goes by, you need a refresher, they come in and help again. You have new staff, they come in and help again. That's constant for 10 years. I have doctors who have the Prexion brand now, a cone beam from 15 years ago. Do you know they're not ready to upgrade because they have that same great support and image quality? It's a great product. I'm proud to sell it, really.
Let's talk for a minute in the Nacho world, and you've helped dentists and dental nachos purchase your machine. But let's talk about the person who doesn't have one yet, right? Let's talk about someone who has an office. Maybe they bought an office, like from Mary Fisher Days, works in them, and they said they barely have a Panorex machine. They say, I'm ready to get a CBCT, but I don't do enough implants. Do you need to do enough implants to buy a CBCT? What are some of the other uses you see your clients using it for?
They use it just to simply diagnose every single exam.
Gotcha. And we saw Lou Graham, he uses it for his new, you see some of your dentists using it as the start to the new patient experience for them.
I see a dentist now I have one doctor in particular, he uses it on every patient that walks through the door. He was looking at actually closing his practice. He bought this cone beam from me and said, I'm just going to try. If not, I'm closing my practice. His production is now up at least 40%.
What I'll share is, and maybe I'll use this stories, every time someone does something in your house and they go up into the ceiling or they go into the basement, they find other stuff. And it's stuff you want them to find, right? Stuff. Yeah. So when we've started using this, we find interesting stuff to share with patients. Sometimes they do something about it. Sometimes it's an endo that we never realized was a problem, but we feel good that we can just share with them more information about their mouth. They appreciate it. They're not always happy that we were so thorough to say this endo is a problem, but they get it. So I think that, when you use the term standard of care, I don't know what time will say this is exactly the standard of care, but what I do know is since implementing in our practice, we've had more fun. we've helped more patients, and we feel better about what we do. And I'm sure your clients probably feel the same way.
100% agree. It's a great product. And what's nice also is it comes with viewing software. So that viewing software can be downloaded into all of your operatories. So it's great when you are going over a treatment plan because you can pull that up right there in the office and show the patient. Along with an intraoral camera, it definitely sells the treatment. They get it, they understand.
Now, as we wrap up, I'm going to ask the question all dentists want to know, and really all of us want to know. My wife comes home and she says, I'm going to buy this thing. I say, what's it cost? I say to my wife, I'm going on a golf trip. She says, sure, what's it cost? So while you don't have to share the exact pricing on the Dental Nachos TV, if people text PDS to 215-543-6454, can they get an extra special nacho deal? Is this stuff they can finance? Tell us a little bit about how the cost can work into their lives.
100% they can finance, 7 years. They can do 6 months, no interest, even $99 payments for 12 months. Right now, with interest rates going up a little bit, I'm saying that I see payments around $1,100 to $1,400 a month, just depending on terms and what they're choosing.
And one of the things that's cool about this, I mean, I just think it should be looked at this way in a very positive way, is if you pay $1,500 a month and just as an example, you charge $300 a scan, maybe you charge $500, maybe you charge $200, taking 6, 7, 8 scans pays for your machine. So it's just, you're helping people. And you're paying for the machine. It's, there's all things I buy that you have to wait a long time for an ROI. And those are good things too. But with CBCTs, you can just start to immediately see an ROI. You can immediately help more patients and make your office more fun. So I'm proud to have you here, Kimberly. You're one of my favorite people.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Please share in the comments anything more about what you have. And people can text PDS to 215-543-6454 to find out more about you.
Thank you so much. And have a good Memorial Day weekend, everyone.
Awesome. So that's just another thing that I wish I had done earlier. When that implant patient says, I wish I did this overdenture earlier. I shouldn't have, thought about it for so long. I wish we had incorporated CBCT technology into our office in-house earlier. We were using a mobile machine. It was coming to the office when patients had to sign up to get there. And I wish I'd incorporated that earlier. So I encourage you to reach out to Kimberly about that. She's an awesome sponsor.